What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the strip, welcome to the shop, welcome to the coffee talk tab. You know what time it is. It's your boy, Big Dane. It's been a minute, but y'all know I like to pop in and out every once in a while and let y'all know what's really going on. Hey man, everybody, you know what I'm saying, hit that like, subscribe, share it out to your friends. I know I talk a lot of shit, but when you listen, you'll hear what you're supposed to be hearing if you got the right ears. You hear me? Yeah. Now, without being, stretched out and long drawn out, because this ain't one of them ones that I'm gonna sit here and be really long-winded with you with. You hear me? What I want to do now, though, is I want to jump into. I waited to do this topic because, let me see, I had a lot of peers whose teenagers or kids were doing prom this season, and I wanted to wait because I didn't want nobody to feel like it was a personal punch or like I was really talking to them. But y'all all know how I am. I mean, if you really felt like that, then, or felt in some type of way, then oh well, because if you fuck with me, then you know that I ain't talking to you or about you and your kids. But if you don't fuck with me, then oh well. But anyway, so let me get into this shit because I done seen some shit this year. So parents, I want y'all to know, man, prom is not the Met Gala, okay? That's not what prom is. Prom is not the Met. Oh yeah, so y'all see my little blur shit keep going in and out, but you see my background ain't fucked up, so that ain't why it's blurred. I like this feature, and for some reason the lighting is fucking it up. But anyway, so like I was saying, the prom ain't Met Gala. For one, I feel like, now this is just me personally, as a father, coming from an educated family, and a family that stresses education as being first and foremost. Excuse me, I got the yawnies all of a sudden. So first of all, I feel like you shouldn't be at prom unless your grade's straight. Do that mean you shouldn't be participating in none of your, but let me rephrase that. I feel like you should be paying the majority of your prom stuff and not your parent if your grades ain't straight. Now, why do we say that? Because they're kids. And no, because at senior level, you old enough to have a job outside of school. And if your grades ain't good, you should already probably have a job to start preparing you, because we can obviously see you not going to be a scholastic motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get to is I've seen that the people of today, the parents of today, are into rewarding just because, which is going to breed children or young people who don't know what consequences are for situations. They'll become used to thinking that it's just going to be what it is, regardless of what I'm doing. Who cares if I get fired? Who cares if they don't hire me? Who cares if my supervisor don't like me? Who cares if the people on my teams don't really talk to me? You understand? A sense of just oh well about themselves, because you didn't train them properly. You understand? Why do I say train? Because y'all, a lot of y'all is gonna go and try to pull some biblical, what the Bible says. Now I don't want to hear that shit, because I'm telling you what the Bible says is the word was trained. You know what I'm saying? You ain't go to the army and get raised in your job. You didn't go to the sports team and get raised up into your position. You didn't go to law school and get raised up into the bar. You didn't go to nursing school and get raised up into LPN, RN. You didn't do this shit. You got trained. See, y'all trying to raise y'all kids. That's why y'all fucked up now. You raise cattle, motherfucker. You raise animals. You train children. You train humans. You don't raise them. Now, you could use raise metaphorically, or should I say, really, literally, as to say, as in to lift up. But most of y'all haven't lifted yourselves up. So you couldn't possibly train up a child. The discipline becomes very stern when you have to self-discipline yourself. Which brings me back to the prom situation. I'm seeing people that are poor break the bank to rent fancy cars that the person that's renting nor the child will ever purchase a day in their lives. You see what I'm saying? Your child is not an honor roll student, merit roll student, never has perfect attendance, but you wanted to go find a Bentley or a Maybach. Hold on, please. Had to get the dog. And here we are. The girls and the boys' dress codes out of whack. Wow. That's all I can say. Now, my applause to all of my supporters and people who got content who I've been followed you guys and seen how your children went through prom. I'm sure I've commented on a couple of y'all photos so y'all know that y'all did it right. You understand me? From all different angles and aspects of what we're talking about, from kids being in extracurricular activities excelling, people being academically accelerated, and things of that nature. Yeah, I'm with that. But not these, look, we got to start telling the truth. That's really what it is. And when your child ain't performing or doing or being what you would expect or want or like, it has to be treated as such, or you're not going to get a productive adult from this person. That's all I'm saying. These half dresses and what is them? What y'all call them funky little tops that don't, crop tops? You don't go to prom in a, look, first of all, as many pedos is outside nowadays. I'm not saying my daughter gonna be dressed like no nun, but what I'm saying is she not also gonna be dressed too enticing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of parents don't be wanting to hear that and think about it. You know, my child growing up, this is me, I've been doing this. Yeah, okay. The messages be the messages regardless of what you thinking. You hear me? Boys, it's the same. Why you dress your boy up like he fucking Nino Brown, like he a dope boy, and send him to prom? Gold chains, gold rings, and all this goofy shit that don't exhibit the moment, the greatness of the moment. See, the greatness of the moment is the fact that you graduating, you walking the stage, you getting up out of here. You're doing this. You're doing something that most inner city children don't have full advantages of that particular time period. What do I mean? Like, so back when we was coming up and we were doing proms and all of those things, you had kids who, you know, that's a whole weekend thing. So you had people who could just afford the prom, not the prom, the rental, hotel, the little trip, the picnic, the vacation shit that's afterward, the whole bundle that go with that whole weekend. So I like to see the young people participating in that, but I like to see them participating with the knowing that you deserved it. You're here because you worked hard. Mom and dad felt like going overboard because you went overboard in your performance. You know what I'm saying? We got so much other stuff going on in our minds that we still not seeing the clear pictures. We still not paying attention to what's really, really real. And what's really, really real is Okay, yeah, it's a lot of social media shit going on, but who really gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? What really does any of that shit matter? What matter is that your child, your niece, your nephew, hell, your grandbaby is going to need some instructions. Proper instructions. They're coming into an AI time period. Most of y'all right here, right now, is rejecting AI and rejecting the use of it, and well, you think you are. You're using it and being used by it and all sorts of shit, and you don't even know. But that's for a whole nother video, and I'm gonna drop that one for you too. But not right now. So yeah, little guys and looking like they Frank Lucases, and but you ain't been to school in the last 3 months, my guy. As a matter of fact, the guy that you with, dressed up in the prom picture with the girl over there, he don't go to school. Don't you see his full beard? So it's a lot of that going on too. We just not paying attention. That's cool, prom suit, that's cool, but we need to start. And then those parents who just want to participate. No, I don't be one of those people who just like to sit around and don't say shit about shit. I'm not that. You know, these people, oh, you always want to ruffle some feathers. No, I always want shit to be correct. Especially when it's around me. I want correct energy. You see what I'm saying? I don't want a bag of bullshit over here. You feel me? I'm trying to do one thing and it's trying to do something else. I don't know. I really just felt like coming on here, chopping it up with y'all, seeing where y'all was at. Telling y'all to go on ahead, hit the like, share, comment, subscribe. And get ready. I'm about to be dumping a lot of shit on y'all because there's a lot of shit going on. And so I see a lot of channels giving false narratives because there's a lot of uneducated, understudied people out here. So tap in. Also, go over to the Mothership channel, y'all. Quit playing with me. Go over to Storm Reigns TV. Like, share, comment, and subscribe over there. There's a lot of videos and stuff over there that I'm pretty sure can rock with and learn and listen. And some of y'all, I'm seeing a lot of it, and I know a lot of y'all ain't scrolled down far enough to see some of the older stuff that was that I was talking about when I first kind of started. Yeah, but so I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, as a matter of fact. I just wanted to touch bases with y'all, really get on that prom thing because that had been bugging me that I wasn't able to get it out. You know, and it really do bug me because I think that's also a problem. You gotta look at the psychology behind the parent who will practice that action. The action of consistently rewarding for nothing. So, you know, somebody goes, how is it for nothing? You're taking care of your kid. No, there is a for nothing. There is a for nothing when we're in an economy that's based like ours. There is a for nothing. There is a overspending. There is a spending for no apparent reason. All of that stuff exists. Hold on. Damn dog, spoil. So yeah, all that stuff exists. We just say I'm not gonna act like these things don't exist. So yeah, tap in down there. I'll be back.